Hello, today we're going to plant our fields with a crop of wheat that hopefully will be harvested in the autumn to produce flour for making all sorts of good things like bread and biscuits. Now normally we plant our wheat crops in the autumn, but because it was so wet this year we've had to wait until now to be able to get onto our land and plant it. But don't worry, we've got a variety that's just great at growing in the spring. To start off with, a few days ago we covered all of our land in cow muck. Now cow muck is a brilliant source of nutrients and energy that will keep the crop fed and help it to grow. We then plough the fields. This turns the soil over, burying any rubbish like the stalks that are left over from the last crop and gives us nice fresh soil to plant our new crop in. That has then been left to dry until today when we're going to start planting. Now we're going to be using 3 pieces of equipment today. Now first of all we're going to be using this machine here, which is called a power harrow. Now this is dragged along the field by the tractor, and if you look underneath here, can you see these tines? They're going to be spinning round really fast, smashing up all the big lumps and clods of soil and turning them into a nice fluffy seed bed ready for us to plant our seeds in. So here comes the power harrow. Can you see the tines as it comes past, spinning, chopping up and smashing all the lumps and turning the soil into nice, smooth, fine soil ready for us to plant our seeds in? And then next we're going to be using our seed drill. Now this machine again is towed along the field with a tractor. We fill this big hopper up here with seed, and then as we drive along the ground there's loads of discs. You see it there? We have all of these discs that are cutting all the soil up, and then we get to these discs back here with these pipes, and the seed is coming out of the seed hopper down through these pipes, and these discs are cutting a little slot in the ground for the seeds to drop in, and that's what's planting all the seeds. And then if we have a look behind, we have a row of wheels all the way along which are behind those discs, which are pressing those slots back up closed and planting our seed underground. Can you see as the drill comes past us, the discs that are slicing into the ground, planting the seeds? Then once we've finished planting all the crop, we hook on this machine, our rolls, which will then open out, make one great big wide roller, which then compact all the soil back down again around the seed, so it's all ready for that seed to grow and become a good, strong, healthy plant. And here's our great big wide roller, firming the soil back down around the seed, finishing the job off. So now that the crop's planted, it's going to need 4 things. Number 1, it's going to need looking after, but don't worry, we've got our sprayer on hand so we can get rid of all of the nasty bugs, diseases and weeds. Number 2, it's going to need feeding lots, but as you can remember, it's had a good dose of cow muck, and we can also apply some fertiliser as it's growing. Number 3, it's going to need lots of sunshine, and don't worry, we've got plenty of that. And the one last thing that it's going to need is lots and lots of water. The crop, not me! Oh.